Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, September 12th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I know we don't get into national news too often here, especially national politics, but I have to say there are some hysterical people in this world. I spent way too much time yesterday on the political humor subreddit on Reddit. If you want a good laugh and you have some time on your hands, go take a look. But for now, we need to be local. We do have some news, so shall we? September is National Preparedness Month, and it's a time to emphasize the importance of readiness for disasters and emergencies. In Anne Arundel County, the Office of Emergency Management is offering a bunch of free training sessions to help the community prepare. Director Preeti Emmerich encourages residents to participate, saying these programs can equip people with life-saving skills. Training does include an extreme event simulation game, hands-on CPR, stop and bleed, the civilian response to active shooter, and more. Those that are interested can sign up online and also request a personalized presentation for their community groups, churches, businesses, etc. Residents are also encouraged to sign up for emergency alerts and follow the office on social media for year-round tips. We do have all the links at eyeonannapolis.net. Yesterday, I was chatting with the folks at the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park about their 19th annual Boatyard Beach Bash, which is on Saturday, September 21st, and they let it slip that they are pretty close to sold out. So if you want to go, it is next Saturday, and there are still some tickets left. You can get them at maritime.org. And remember when you waited so long for the sock burning? Well, here's your sign. This year's event is a tribute to the late Jimmy Buffett and features performances by members of his Coral Reefer Band. Radio Margaritaville's J.D. Spradlin will MC the event. General admission tickets include food, drinks, and 6 hours of entertainment, with the proceeds benefiting the museum's education programs. VIP tickets are already sold out, so go get the rest of them. Again, maritime.org. I tell you, I think this area is starting to become chicken central. Slim Chickens will be opening its third Maryland location on September 23rd up in Gambrills, adding to its spots in Bowie and California. The fast casual fried chicken chain, known for its tenders, wings, and sandwiches, features a double drive-through seating for 70. Slim Chickens, which started in Arkansas, is one of several fried chicken chains that are expanding in the area. We have Hangry Joe's, Raising Cane's, Dave's Hot Chicken, and Shaquille O'Neal's Big Chicken. They've all opened in Maryland recently. All right, this isn't really local to Anne Arundel County, but it may be coming, and I personally think it's a little bit ridiculous. The Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments has announced plans to install dozens of electric vehicle charging stations in disadvantaged low-income communities in Prince George's County. Funded by nearly $4 million from the U.S. Department of Transportation, the goal is to provide access to EV infrastructure in areas that lack it, supporting the region's efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 50% by 2030 and make EV chargers more equitable. Now, my issue is not with the program, but in the U.S., the average cost of a new EV is $72,000, and a used one is $56,000. It's hardly something easily affordable to most people, much less those that are living in disadvantaged communities. Toss in the additional cost for registration and the tax they're going to charge you since you're not paying the gas tax, and I wonder if it makes sense at all. I could be wrong. Hey, here's some podcast stuff. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to be chatting with Ashley and Joe at Maxed Out Fitness, and that drops at noon on Saturday. And just as that drops, they're going to be kicking off their open house and block party. So you do want to stop by and party with them and then give it a listen. They're on the corner of George Avenue and Chinkapin Round Road. It's in that used self-storage facility building. And in closing, one of the best ways to keep up on the local news is the Daily News Recap email. It goes out at 7 p.m., 366 days this year. It's free, and paywall free. And here is a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up. And please feel free to let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about it as well. Okay, that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Annapolis Songwriters Festival, opening tonight. Speaking of which, if you'd like a pair of tickets to see either Johnny Swim tonight at Maryland Hall or Avery Sunshine tomorrow night at Maryland Hall, all part of the Annapolis Songwriters Festival, get in touch. All right, so now you just need to sit back because we have weather from DCMDVA Weather, and because it's Thursday, Trevor's here from Annapolis Makerspace with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All that's coming right up for you, so hang tight.
It's a nap time Saturday night.
Get ready for the 2024 Annapolis Songwriters Festival, happening September 12th through the 15th. This year, they're bringing 4 days of incredible music with over 100 shows across 15-plus venues in downtown Annapolis. Don't miss headliners like Citizen Cope, J.J. Gray and Mofro, and Lee Brice, along with many more amazing artists. Tickets are on sale now at AnnapolisSongwritersFestival.com. There are hundreds of hours of free showcases. Don't miss an unforgettable weekend of music, stories, and fun in the heart of Annapolis. Tickets are on sale now at AnnapolisSongwritersFestival.com. When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, September 12th. Yesterday brought more sunshine and more low to mid-80s to the Annapolis region as expected, and we'll see a virtual repeat every day, today through Monday, before the next chance for rain arrives sometime Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Look for sunny highs today through the weekend to be in the low to mid-80s, with AM lows each morning in the low to mid-60s as winds stay very light across the region, with the next chance for rain likely not coming until at least Tuesday of next week, which is much needed at this point as only 1/100th of an inch of rain has been recorded so far in September at BWI Airport and only 6/100ths of an inch in Annapolis. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless, because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, it's Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Chesapeake Light Craft in Annapolis, Monday through Saturday next week, they start their Scary Day Sailors class, and registration is open for more classes coming up in September, including ones making lapstrake dinghies, teardrop campers, and more. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, today they have their Sock 101 Learning to Knit Socks class, Monday they have Basic Sweater Knitting, and Tuesday there's Crochet 201, a beginner hat class. And registration is open for their Knitting Socks 2 at a Time class, their Comprehensive Learn to Knit class, Knitting on Tiny Needles, Learning to Knit Socks on a 9-inch circular needles, and their Comprehensive Learn to Crochet class coming up in September and October. At the Willow Oak Flower and Herb Farm in Severn, Saturday, check out their Fall Harvest Wreath Workshop. At Local by Design, Wednesday they have another Fused Glass 4 Seasons with Stand workshop, and over at Art Farm in Annapolis, Tuesday they have Virtual Botanical Drawing for Beginners, and registration is open for more adult workshops, including more sketch nights, watercolor, acrylic painting, and mixed media as well as the art of arting, among other topics. And their kids' art camp fall semester is in full swing. Today they have a nature art school for ages 6 through 8. Saturday there's a kids' art school for ages 7 through 9. Monday they have a kids' art school for ages 4 through 5, as well as another session for ages 6 through 8. Tuesday there's a hand-drawn comic camp for ages 11 through 15, as well as a pencil, charcoal, ink, and watercolor class for ages 9 through 11. And then on Wednesday there's mixed media art for ages 9 through 11. And they have more kids' art camps coming up, including ones for fashion design, podcasting, comic books, and more. And don't forget to check out their Creative Circle monthly meetup, where you can work on your own projects in whatever medium you enjoy, or work with materials and prompts that the instructor provides. The next one is coming up on October 3rd at the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week. Today, Glen Burnie has a STEAM club. Mountain Road has What's Cooking, focusing on Maryland foods such as crabs and Smith Island cakes. On Tuesday, Edgewater has Process Art for Littles. On Saturday, Eastport Annapolis Neck has Build It with Lego. Crofton has Ask a Master Gardener. Maryland City has Science Saturdays with Fairy Tales, learning science concepts through fairy tales. Discoveries has Harvest Time, making a kitchen counter garden. And Severna Park has a community service crafternoon. This month they're using recycled natural materials to make bug hotels for the library's native plant garden. On Monday, Glen Burnie has a paper crafts night, and Severn has sit and stitch with needle felting. On Tuesday, Glen Burnie has Little Engineers Process Art. Discoveries has Homeschool Art Club. Severna Park has Mindful Making, practicing mindfulness while crafting. This month's theme is Fancy Festival Pumpkins, and Broadneck has the Broadneck Needle Crafters. And then on Wednesday, Edgewater has a teen breaker space where you can take apart various electronics to see how they're built. Mountain Road has Paint Like Frida Kahlo, and Eastport Annapolis Neck has the Mad Hatter's Knitting Club. Also, if you guys don't know about the Annapolis Woodworkers Guild, they meet down in Davidsonville once a month on the second Thursday of the month, which would be tonight. So check them out at AnnapolisWoodworkers.org. Up at Unallocated Space in Severn, Saturday, check out their community tech swap meet and garage sale, where they'll be lightening their load for their upcoming move, as well as raising some money for future projects. And you can set up your own table for a $10 donation. But also check out their weekly virtual happy hour tonight. Tomorrow they have a DEF CON 443 cybersecurity meetup. Saturday, they have a miniature painting day. Monday, they have a project night. And Wednesday is their weekly open house. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. Whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.